Hello friends, welcome back to Moon Magic Spirit, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today we have a haul. It's mostly crystals, but it also has some other occult things sprinkled in. It has been a hot minute since I've done a crystal haul, and I do have a lot to share, so that is probably what I'm going to share last because there is just so much of it. So before we get into it, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you love crystals. I do cover other topics of the occult. If you would like to creep around my channel, see my other videos, I would really appreciate that. And if you would like to know where else to connect with me on social media, I've been posting a ton on TikTok and Instagram. So if you check out the description bar, you will see a Koji link. It's basically like Linktree. It'll show you where you can find and connect with me. And if you are into tarot at all, I do offer tarot readings. My website is linked down there as well. So without further ado, let's hop into it. I'm talking about a book first. I don't have the book cover on it. But this book is This Is Your Destiny by Aliza Kelly, who is a mentor of mine. She is an astrologer. She is just absolutely incredible. This is her book. It came out about a year ago, and I love this book so much. It is such a unique book. It's using astrology to manifest your best life, and I know that those are like some pretty out there buzzwords. You don't need to know anything at all about astrology to read and understand this book, because the brief astrology that is mentioned in this book, she does a really great job of explaining it. And what I love is that she has this table section in the back where it explains everything. So if you wanted to learn more about astrology, we have the autonomy of a birth chart. Here she has a table for the planet, zodiac signs, and keywords with properties, rising sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto for every single sign. There is just so much knowledge back here. She talks about aspects, about chart rulers. So even if you're intimidated by astrology, she has all this information, and you don't need to know any of it to read or understand the book. I want to make that very, very, very clear. And basically she talks about clients that she has had, and she includes the birth chart. So if you are interested in that, that's in the back of the book as well. But this book is set up for you to take control of your destiny. It's really cool. Every chapter signifies an area of life. The first chapter is about astrology and manifestation, kind of explaining how it works. And at the start of each chapter, there are journal prompts. So I did it chapter by chapter. I didn't rush through this because I really wanted to do the work, and this book was so helpful for me. So there are some journal prompts, and depending on what areas you struggle in, some of the prompts will be harder than others, but she also gives an internal and external manifestation practice in every single chapter. So you're getting journal prompts, and you're also getting manifestations in this book as well. So the introduction is a little bit about her backstory. Chapter 1 is on astrology and manifestation. Chapter 2 is called Know Thyself. Chapter 3 is called Money is Emotional. Chapter 4, Cultivate Your Connections. Chapter 5, Getting Intimate. Chapter 6, Hustle with Intention. Chapter 7, The Tough Stuff. Chapter 8, Cosmic Intuition. And Chapter 9, More Than This. What I really enjoy about this book is that it forces you to take a deeper dive into yourself and look at some of the aspects of yourself that you might not want to look at or even work on. So I was able to have a lot of self-discovery in this book, and you can really, through her book, she doesn't make it very woo-woo at all. And when it comes to manifestation, it really is just comes down to self-care practice. So you can see how psychology and self-care and all of this ties perfectly and beautifully into astrology and manifesting. So it's not just thinking that you want money, it's what are you going to do to get there and to get those steps to get to your goals. So I really, really, really highly recommend this book. If you are looking for something that might change your life, that's the book. It's also on audiobook, which is really great. Up next, I have some trinkets from... I've just been very disappointed with the Halloween decor lately. I've been posting my escapades on this on TikTok if you'd like to see what Arizona has as far as Halloween decor goes. But these little jars, I love them. They are from this store called At Home. You don't need to have one by you because you can order online. So I will try to remember to link these by the time I post this video. But I purchased a clear one last year and I used it for moon water, for new moon and full moon. It was just like my moon water jar that I used to either consume or I used for my plants. So I bought another clear one that is specifically for my plants with moon water, and then I have my one from last year for my personal moon water. But this one has some very cool vibes. It fits in with this room, with my makeup. There is pink, purple, orange shifts in here. It's very like pastel, iridescent, and I absolutely love it. This is actually going to go in this room. I'm going to create a creativity spell jar out of this. That's my plan. So it fits in perfect in here because this is my studio space. I also have this moody green one that has blue, purple shifts. Again, some orange and red, but it's darker and more moody. This fits in more where my altar space is. So I'm going to put another spell in this jar for over in that space. And I absolutely love it. And these are very well priced. They're $2.99. So they also have some really cool, if you like skulls, skeleton doormats. In stores, they only had ones that said welcome on them. So I had to order online to find one that didn't have welcome written on it, and it's dancing skulls. And basically, if you don't know, you want to be careful of what your doormats say because you don't know what you're welcoming into your home to keep it short and precise. So moving on to the next thing, I do have some jewelry that I want to share. So here in Arizona, we have a little thrift store. If you're in the Phoenix area, it's called Rocket A Go-Go, and the owner buys sterling silver rings from a vendor. And I think they also have like vintage rings in there as well. So I wanted to show off some of the ones that I recently picked up. So here we have this octopus ring. It was so cool. How could I not pick it up? And it looks like there is blue topaz in the ring as a gemstone. So it fits perfectly on my pointer finger, which is exactly where I like to wear it. I also found this woven snake ring, which again is either a pointer or middle. I like having, I've been buying more for my pointer and middle fingers. And I also picked up another moonstone ring. It has such a pretty blue purple flash to it. I do have another moonstone ring that I picked up from them, but this one was calling out to me. I couldn't pass it up. And what I love is stacking rings. So I can stack this moonstone with the snake ring, or I can just have it, you know, chilling by itself. I do have 3 more rings because I don't think I've shown them on this channel yet, and it's from a local shop here in Arizona, Buddha Blossom Jewelry. Like, I've befriended the owner, and Amy's creations are absolutely stunning. Like, if I had endless money, a lot of it would go to her business because her pieces are so beautiful. Here I do have like a rose gold copper banded one, so you can see what that looks like. This is aquamarine. I actually won this in a giveaway, so aquamarine is my birthstone. So I do have this, and this is what the copper band looks like. Very pretty ring. And then I also purchased 2 more rings from her that I love stacking these rings together. I am horrible at pronouncing. Mary went over this. I don't know if we did or not, but I'm horrible at pronouncing things. But this is Peridot. I think that it's native, pretty native to Arizona. It's this really beautiful, like pale green. It almost reminds me of a jelly bean. And then I also have this small emerald from her as well. So this is what the silver looks like. They're really high quality rings, jewelry, but of course you have to be mindful of the crystal that you are purchasing when it comes to rings or any jewelry, because if it's a softer crystal, it's going to scratch more easily. But I haven't had any issues with this, and I just love stacking and pairing these two rings together. If you're interested, her Instagram and website will be linked down below. She also does have all different kinds of jewelry. It's not just rings, she does necklaces and beautiful earrings as well, but these are how I've been liking to wear my rings lately. And before we get into the rest of the crystals, there's one more non-crystal item. I lied, there's two more non-crystal items. I recently visited Cleveland, Ohio. I'm from the area, so I went back home to visit, and the algorithm caught me, thankfully. On Instagram, I came across this account called Coven Clee, and I am so glad because her shop is so beautiful. If you like to see what her shop looks like, be sure to follow me on either Instagram or TikTok, because I'll be posting reels and TikToks of the shop. But yes, I saw her and I was like, I have to go to this shop and purchase something from there. So I did pick up a few things. I picked up this bath mix. This is Aura Amazing, can't talk. This is the Aura Amazing Bath Blend. Use this cleanse to purify your aura before a ritual or when you need grounding or stress relief, and it has Epsom salt, Dead Sea salt, black salt, pink salt, rose petals, handmade with energy and intention for bath water only. Do not ingest. So I absolutely love this, and if you are looking, if you're in the Cleveland area and you're looking for like a coven or like a community type feel, I know that she does also host events, which is so cool, so be sure to check her page out. I will have her Instagram linked down below. I also got this gorgeous piece of fluorite from her shop. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It is like the only, it's the only non-rainbow fluorite that I own. I was really drawn to it. And I also found this cute little sandstone that I was drawn to. It just had to come home with me. It's just so bright and pretty. I did purchase this during Leo season, so I was like, I need a sandstone. So shout out to Coven Clee. I absolutely love coming in. And if I wasn't flying across the country, I would have purchased a lot more things from the shop. While I was visiting Coven Clee, who is owned by Miranda, we were having trouble finding a little stand for my sandstone, so she directed me to a boutique that was in the same building as hers called Daystar Boutique, and shout out to them because they were able to hook me up with a stand for my little crystal. And while I was there, they had tarot boxes, and I had to pick one up because I do have a couple of decks that don't have boxes that they came in. So naturally, are we surprised that I was drawn to this? This was a tarot box I was drawn to. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, stunning. And of course, when I opened it up, I don't have the tag on it anymore, but it did say that it was High Priestess inspired. And if you don't know, High Priestess is my favorite tarot card. I aspire to be a High Priestess at all times, like goals. So I was like, wow, no big surprise that it's a High Priestess inspired tarot box, like perfect, and it just matches me today. So absolutely stunning box, really great quality, absolutely love it. So shout out to Daystar Boutique. If you are in the Cleveland area or Lakewood area, please go check out these businesses. There's also another shop that I was recommended called New Moon, but they were under construction, but it looked amazing. So I also really love that with these two small businesses, businesses, they were able to give me a list of other places in the area to go to that were also metaphysical. So they were very friendly and sharing, and I absolutely love that in a community and in the shop as well. I want to support somebody that is supportive of other businesses, even if you may be in the same field. So I absolutely love that. That is it from my Cleveland specific shops. I do have some other items that I have acquired over the last couple of months, and then I'm going to go back into an Ohio haul, because if you don't know, Lake Erie has islands off of it, and one of them is called Put-in-Bay. So I went gemstone mining there. Basically, you buy a bag and like mine for the different crystals, which I have a lot to show. So that will be coming back to that for the end of the video. Here I have an abalone shell. I think that is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I like using it as an offering dish sometimes, but I do intend on finding a stand for it to have on display, but it depends on what I'm doing and what I'm working with. Sometimes I like using it as a working. So I also have this Caribbean palm stone. This is a small but little gemmy amethyst. You know, its true self isn't being shown off in these studio lights. It is just absolutely gorgeous though. It has some rainbows and some like really cool inclusions in it. So I already do have one amethyst point tower, but I did want a second one, and this one is just super, super gemmy. It's a lot darker and I absolutely love this. I have so much amethyst in my house, it's probably a problem. And here I acquired this apatite tower. This is supposed to be really great for creativity. So, and you know, it's also supposed to help bring out your inner truth, if I'm remembering correctly. So clarity and truth bringing. So I have been interested in working with this. It's also supposed to be great for manifesting. Here I have some snake skin agate. I thought that this just looked so freaking cool and unique. I also have this big flashy lab, kind of you know, it's kind of showing off a little bit here in the light for us. I absolutely love this piece. The back flashes aren't wanting to come out, but I absolutely love labradorite. And the last big piece here, I have this gorgeous selenite sphere. As soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have it. It just brings so much clarity to me. I truly love this piece so much. It's been absolutely amazing to have this. I feel so lucky to have it. Now, before I get into the smaller stones, I do want to show the larger pieces that I did get from Put-in-Bay on the island in Lake Erie. So I do have this piece of pyrite. Oh my gosh, I love pyrite so much. I mean, how can you not? It's so shiny and sparkly and mesmerizing. I do have little bits and pieces throughout my house, but I really wanted to have like a larger, more standout piece. So I am so happy I was able to get this. If it even wants to focus, I think that this is so cool, absolutely stunning. I am obsessed. I am so excited to have this piece in my house, and I can't wait to work with it. And I can really feel the vibes on this one. I just want to have it by me at all times. Now, when it came to mining, they have different size bags that you can get. And the one that we got was guaranteed one large piece. And when I did this last year, I got 2 pieces. I got really lucky. I got a piece of beautiful clear quartz and amethyst. So this year, this is a quartz that I got. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting. I'll have to insert a video clip of it, but it just has so many cool points in it. And it's just such a fun, unique piece. I absolutely love this piece so much. I tried my best to clean them up because, again, these came in a bag of dirt. So if they look a little dirty, that is why. And there is also this smaller chunk that was in the bag as well. The studio lights do not do justice. You really do have to be out in the sun to see the beauty with a lot of these crystals, but these are the larger pieces that I got with my mining bag. I was hoping to get another quartz point. This one isn't quite as defined as the one that I got last year, but this was a little standout piece to me. And this cool little amethyst chunk is another one that stood out to me. Now let's pan over to the smaller ones, and I'm just gonna read off the names of the crystals that are on the identification card. So let me know what you see, and let me know what piece stood out to you the most in this haul. Here we have a large variety of crystals, but according to this card, here are some crystals that may be in this pile. We have agate, amazonite, amethyst, amethyst points, apatite, arrowheads, black tourmaline, calcite, chrysocolla, citrine, desert rose, emerald, emmet eggs, fuchsite, geodes, kyanite, geode slices, lepidite, marble, mica, optical calcite, aka dyed calcite, orthocreus, petrified wood, picture sandstone, pink agate, pyrite, rhyolite, rose quartz, shark teeth, sodalite, snowflake, which is a glassy stone, also called a flowering obsidian, and quartz, natural and dyed. Not a huge fan of dyed pieces myself, but I think that this is really cool and I can't wait to add these to my collection. That was a lot to get through. It has been a minute since I've done a haul, so there was just so much stuff. If you like watching the hauls, let me know. Also let me know in the comments what kind of content you would like to see from me. I feel like I have a good variety of things coming out. I have some pick a card tarot readings. I have a tarot deck review. I have another crystal specific video. So if there's other stuff that you would like to see from me, I would love to hear it. As always, thank you so much for lending your time and energy for this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe before you go and give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.